And it's WPGC 95.5. Myself, the scholar, DJ Academics, special guest Vedo, man. Mr. You Got It. What's happening, homie?
Yo, what's popping, man? I'm good, brother. Blessed, man. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me, B.
Absolutely. So, man, you got this record. You Got It. And let's first and foremost, before we go into the success of the single, let's go to the bottom floor of it first. Like when you first heard the record and that sample, because it just jumps out on you, the Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely. I mean, what was it about this record when you first heard it was like, all right, let's have some fun with this?
Well, to be totally honest, man, like I'm familiar with the song, the song that was sampled, right? But when I first heard the track, it didn't click to me right away. I just knew, it didn't click right away. I said, but something sounds familiar about this song, but I loved it. So
you didn't even realize it was Janet.
I didn't even realize it was Janet's song, Janet Jackson's song, until my manager heard the finished song. He was like, hey, that's a sample of a Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely. And then when he said it basically, it set in. But when I heard it, it was like, you know what? I was like, that's the sample, man. I knew it was something. I just didn't know what it was. But when I heard the track, man, I mean, I just instantly fell in love with it, man. I think the producers, my homies Tariq and Paul Cabin, they really did. And what's crazy is the beat is simple. Actually, it's not a very like, it's not too many layers to the beat. But the way they manipulated that sample, and it just flowed right in. And I was instantly inspired by the track. But as far as the song, I just knew I wanted to do a song like that because nobody had did it before. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they did do it, but they didn't want to really go all the way left with it because they didn't want to seem too simp or too, you know what I'm saying, or something. So, but I felt like it hadn't been done, especially at the time with the Black woman empowerment stuff like that. I felt like it had to be said that way. Mm-hmm. I felt like it needed to be said direct, like, yo, you got it. Get your bag up. You know what I'm saying? Forget that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had to be said like that.
And Beth, so I got to ask you, since you said that you were unaware at the moment, like you knew it sounded familiar, but you didn't know it was Janet. So do you feel that I'll say that blissful ignorance, I'll call it, at that moment, helped you actually deliver on the record and didn't give you the nerves like, man, I'm flipping a Janet record. I got to come with it. So
exactly. So that's the thing. I didn't have the cloudiness of knowing what song it is. So with that being said, I was able to write a song totally different from Janet Jackson's song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? However, the beat still gave you the Janet sample. And I think that was, like you said, the blissful ignorance. It allowed me to not even get lost in Janet's song. Mm-hmm. I just wrote a totally completely different song, from the melodies, the lyrics, to everything. Mm-hmm. And it came out great. So me not knowing, it definitely helped me, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because now that you said that, I was like, maybe that's why he was so comfortable with the beat, because he feels no pressure. But
it wasn't no pressure. It wasn't no pressure, and because I ain't gonna lie, because if I'd have known, that's a Janet sample. Like, oh man,
you would have overthought it like 3 times, redid your verse about 4 or 5 times,
exactly,
like that.
Man. So I feel like, me not knowing definitely helped me with that process.
Man, so definitely let's get into the track now. So you're saying that you felt like it needed to be said with the women empowerment, especially you got Kamala Harris at HBCU, Howard right here in DC in the office. So it's a lot of Black girl magic going on in the air right now.
Right, exactly. And I felt like the music industry per se, wasn't putting that to the forefront. You get something every now and again, in a commercial or something from the label execs or whatever, saying, we stand with you, Black women. Well, I get that. But as far as like the creators and like the artists and the R&B artists and the rappers, they wasn't putting, and that's what's going to get the message out there, is the music. People play these and stream these songs 100 million times, and it keeps playing over and over and over in people's head, and it'll eventually start to spark change, because music makes the world go round.
Absolutely.
And I feel like if us as creatives put a little more thought, a little more empathy into the music, like okay, for example, it could be anything, man. It could be the LGBTQ community, like
absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you target certain things,
not to cut you off, I've always said that one of the biggest, breakers of racism, bigotry, and all types of different ways of thinking is music, because it's
music.
It's hard to teach your child that I hate black people if that's all she listens to when
that's all she listens to. Exactly.
It's hard to teach your child that I hate gay people and this, that, and the third if her favorite artist is gay. Like it's hard to do that.
And that's the thing, man. I feel like, when I did it, I said people are going to really, really resonate with this. And what's crazy, man, is even people hearing the song, they tell me all the time, they're so inspired by it. They were able to get up, get back on their feet, get back on their grind. And I feel like that's what I wanted the song to do. And it's not just for women either. And it's like it's a full circle, man. A dude can, you know what I mean? A dude can listen to the song and be like, hey, you know what? Let me go back to school, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out these streets. Whatever the case may be. So the song was definitely geared towards women because I'm an R&B singer. Of course, I'm gonna make a song about a woman, but I really wanted the song to be for everybody, man. And it like the feedback that it's been getting has been tremendous, man. It worked.
Absolutely. It worked. So honestly, let me give me your honest take. Like, don't sugarcoat it, because I know every artist thinks every song they got is great. But did you think when you hit send and turned it in and this is the one we gonna push, did you think the reaction would be so quick? Because usually the melodies in slow records like yours, they're slow to catch traction.
I told my manager that. I said, man, first of all, I did not think You Got It was gonna blow up. That's number one. Okay. Number two, it happened. I dropped it in like February, March. When you say how it blew up with the quickness, man, I did not for 1 second. I thought that record was gonna do that. Not for one moment. But I did know that I wanted it to be a single though, simply because of the type of song it was. And it's like, okay, I released like an up-tempo record, big old booty, all this stuff. So I was like, okay, let me slow it back down and do something a little different. I had a bunch of records in mind, but the team, they was like, you know what, this record here, when you target the hurt woman, the hurt black woman, and it resonates with them, you got something special. And so we did know that though, but I did not think it was gonna take off, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because usually the slow melodies, unless it's like, you got a record that's getting Billboard attention and it's on commercials, and they really put a big media push behind it. But I'm just organically, just putting it out there, and the song kind of just takes on just the life of its own. That's what I meant. But
when I tell you that record took off in the most organic way possible, I don't think it could get any more organic than that. Like I woke up and was like, damn, where are these streams coming from? Where are these followers coming from? What? I look up now, I got 6 million monthly listeners on Spotify in a short time frame, like 4 months.
Absolutely. Well, and I also ask you this. So how gratifying is it to you when you go on Instagram? Because this is the TikTok, this is the Insta story, and you got girls, and now you're all in. Your song is the caption, and when they put up the little videos in their stories, your song is the soundtrack. When the woman is basically trying to shut and talk her talk. How gratifying is that to you,
dog? Like it really just makes all the work that I put in beforehand, like the 10 plus years, 12, 13 years of me just doing music and putting it out because I loved it, just to see people really start to like just wake up and like really appreciate the music, appreciate the message. It just makes all those sleepless nights and all those no's from the labels when I try to go get signed, and when I tried to send people songs to write for, they would turn it down, wouldn't open the email. Seeing that makes all of that worth it.
Nobody remembers all that stuff.
Nobody remembers that though. No, nobody remembers the time I came, up to the record label, and say, well, the whole album done, and y'all was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So everybody's your bro. Everybody's your bro now.
Yo, hey, bro, listen, man, you killing it, man. We gotta get in, we gotta work. Nah, I'm good, dog. I'm straight. I'm good.
Everybody's bro. You gotta watch the brother talk now.
Man, you gotta, bro. I've been following you, man. I see you rock. I've been rocking with you forever. You haven't.
And that's a whole nother thing in its own. I mean, how are you dealing with that? Because that's not, for some people that causes depression. Just that alone causes all types of, insecurities, and just a lot of people deal with it in different ways. So how have you dealt with that, being that you were on the other side where it's like nobody was checking for you for a minute, and you was getting a lot of, we'll look into it, we'll get it. And now it's just like, now you're on the forefront. It's like, now everybody
trying to, man, I think for me, it helped. I guess I just love music, man. I think that was really what it was. It was never a situation where I started doing music to get rich. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, you want to make some money. I know I've seen it.
You look like you're doing a little well now. With
yeah, you know, little something. But I think that you know, it's important to not be bitter too. So because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna help you without something in return. And to be honest, maybe they didn't see it back then. Maybe they felt like if I help this young kid, what am I gonna get in return? I get it. So I think that's important for artists as well, up and coming artists, is not to be bitter at people, because just because somebody said no in the beginning, you just wasn't ready. I'd be lucky they said no, because if I'd have signed a deal back when I ain't really had nothing going on, who knows what type of deal I'd be in.
Yeah, you had no leverage.
Yeah, but the way I handled it, man, I just love the music, man. If somebody said no, I just move on to the next. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type, man. If I need some help and I need something, I'ma ask, because a closed mouth don't get fed.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in there's no such thing as a stupid question, and
there's no such thing
somebody can tell me is no. So
no. Exactly. So that's literally, man. I mean, you know, even, you know, that's something my manager, we made a joke. You know, it was like when you're talking to a female or whatever, what's the worst she can tell you? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can I get your number? No. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gonna let her know, you know what I'm saying, mess your whole day up, or best, you know, just not throw you off your path? Nah, man. So you're right. The worst that can happen is somebody telling you no.
Yeah, but the strange thing about it is, once you stop being scared of the word no, they start surprising you and say yes.
Say yes. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, they start saying yes.
It's always that one yes, though, man. And you got it, is that one yes for me.
Yeah, but I'll ask you this. Being that you said you released, you got it in February, did it kind of discourage you when the pandemic kind of hit that next month? You like, yeah, I can't go on the road. I can't hit this. I can't, you know.
Luckily, man, you know, a lot of my revenue is from online anyway. So I really wasn't getting booked, honestly, really getting booked for a bunch of shows like that. It's hard for R&B artists to, you know, be getting booked for shows and stuff like that if you ain't really got no hot record. But yeah, man, it was a little discouraging when it first hit, because I was like, damn, I had to cancel shows, couldn't go to the studio, couldn't work, couldn't do anything, right? But the pandemic also blessed me in a way too, because now everybody was in the house, nobody could go. Streams went through the roof. I mean, I'm talking 300% increase.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and that's what did it. Everybody was in the house. They had time to make TikToks. They had time to do this. They had time to do that. So in a way, you know, COVID was a really, really hard time for us as a whole. But I can honestly say, if it wasn't for COVID, we probably wouldn't have a hit single like You Got It, because it gave people the time to focus on the music and actually listen to the music. Because everybody's always on the go. I know me, I put a song on in the car and just let it play. Won't even think about really listening to it. But if you at home chilling with your family, you ain't got nothing to do, music is gonna always be your go-to. Let me find some new music. That's what it was. Let me find some new music. I ain't got nothing to do. Let me go discover this new artist. Oh, damn, I ran across Vedo. He got some dope music. And that's what happened.
Absolutely. So what's next for Vedo, man? Are we getting a project, an EP?
Oh, yeah.
What's the word, man?
Well, yeah, so the album is done now. We went on a couple surprise verses we're waiting on for the album. Can't really say much, but can't say much yet. We gotta lock them in first. Gotta lock them in. But the album is complete, man. We're looking to release some singles here soon. I got my manager. We're looking into some acting, get into some acting this year. There's a bunch of stuff, man. But I got a bunch of placements that are coming out this year. They're a big artist that I've been working with. So things are looking up. Things are looking blessed. My daughter turns 1 in April. So
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So that's gonna be, I don't know what that's gonna be like between her mama and her godmama and all that, man. It's gonna be a crazy 1 year old.
You got it now.
Yeah, but hey, just because you got it don't mean you're supposed to spend it.
Like, no, you said in the song, you got it, Daddy. That's what you said.
You said you got it. I'm like, you right. All right, I got it. Come on.
Well, let's get to the. So, is it an EP or an album?
It's an album. It's an LP.
It's an album. Okay, so for what you can say, not the features you're waiting on, but what features do you have? Any features that are already turned in? You know.
So far right now I have Lloyd, and I got Eric Bellinger. So those are gonna be two really.
That's my guy.
Yeah. So Eric Bellinger came through and killed his verse. So
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't heard Lloyd's yet. I'm supposed to be getting that back either today or tomorrow. But then I got another big feature that I'm locking in right now. So that's gonna be a real big one too.
Okay, so since you already came out with the Janet sample, is there any other production or any different samples or anything we should be looking out for as far as on this album? Any twists and turns?
Actually, now that I think about it, nah. I don't think there's any samples in there. I'm gonna go back and listen because now you got me thinking it might be a sample somewhere.
It went over your head again.
Yeah, actually, no samples on this. Not that I know of, but I think what we wanted. I actually kind of try to stay away from samples, but I just couldn't let that beat for You Got It just slip through my hands like that. But because I'm like I said, I'm independent, so if I sample something, it comes out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to pay that. So it's best for us to kind of like. Yeah, exactly. They be man, certain samples they be taxed in. So this album, we for the most part we try to keep it sample free.
Okay, and I ask you this: was there any beats that came across your email that you like? Maybe I won't say you passed on it, but you maybe sat on it a little too long and popped up over here, and they took it and went with it, and you like, God damn it.
Yep. It was one song I did. And I was sitting on it. And next thing you know, Ty Dolla $ign and P&B Rock had the beat.
That?
I forget the name of the song though.
Ty Dolla $ign and P&B Rock.
Yeah. If I'm mistaken, yeah, I think it's Ty Dolla $ign. I forget the name of the beat, name of the song. That show popped up. I was like, oh my goodness. And the song was on the album too, but nobody. Oh,
you and your friends? You talking about You and Your Friends?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's You and Your Friends.
Yeah, You and Your Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think. Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, so that was a Vedo record.
That was a Vedo record. And producers had sent it to me. I had the whole song was done. I had cut the song and everything.
Oh man.
I cut it and everything. I still can't get that beat remade to my liking to this day.
Crazy.
And that's the thing though, man. Like Chris Brown sits on records like that for a long time, but who's gonna sell a beat that Chris Brown want? You know what I'm saying?
You gonna wait for him.
You gonna wait for him. Yes. At the time, I ain't really had much going on.
That ass cap gonna be real nice when he put it on the album.
I got some crazy records on. I got like 2 or 3 records on his new album that's coming out too. So I work with him closely.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Writing, production, which?
Just writing. Yeah, writing. Okay. I'm actually trying to get into production as well. I think, man, when I get into that production, it's gonna be a one-stop shop. Then at that point, doing everything.
Yeah, you ain't gonna leave the house then.
Nah, ain't no reason.
you really gonna have it then.
Nah, man, that's definitely what
she gonna want a carrot for every year she owed.
Like, look, is she anything like her mama? Oh my goodness, she gonna like all them nice purses and shoes and be like, dog, look here, I'ma just play broke. Dad ain't got it, baby. Dad ain't got it. I had it back when You Got It popped up, but I ain't got it no more.
I had it, but they took it all.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Man, but I definitely appreciate your time, man. I know you're a busy man now because all the brothers is hitting you with the brother hand, but I appreciate you sitting down with me, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, brother. It was an honor chopping it up with you, dog, for real.
Absolutely. Go ahead and let the DMV know how they can get at you, man, and what's to come, man.
Yo, so everything is Vedo the Singer all across the board. There's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. It's VEDO THESINGER. Get the new album for you, or the latest album for you. It's out right now, and be expecting the new album that's coming real soon.
Real soon is it? How soon?
Probably within the next couple months, for real.
Couple months, so second quarter, summertime.
Yeah, second quarter, summertime. Because the record's on. Look, the record's on this album now, man. It's some heat on this album now.
All right.
It's like, I strive to like make each album better, and that's why it usually takes me like a year to like really get everything that I want on the album. Because I record a lot, but I probably record 50 songs and only put 12 on there, so that's a lot of songs.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Vedo, my special guest right here, WPGC 95.5 is Impact TV. Appreciate it, man.
Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.